2. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Down Low on Sports Row. It's Thursday. The feature race at Del Mar has ended, and we have our own thoroughbred in the Sports Row chair, Rubio Rubin from the Cholos. In town, he's making the tour. How many stops have you made today?
3 stops so far.
3 stops. Are you pinch hitting everywhere for Mr. Guido?
No, just this one.
Just this one. We were gonna have Alejandro from Mater Dei, right?
Chula Vista.
Chula Vista. He, what happened to him?
He just had to get some therapy done, some work.
So he had a health issue, nothing serious.
No.
But you're pinch hitting. It speaks to the Cholos' international marketing plan, right?
Exactly.
I mean, you guys see San Diego as just as much as your market as South of Border, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, San Diego and TJ are so close to each other that, they share like similar to people go to TJ and enjoy life there. People come to San Diego and enjoy life too. So
along those lines, your broadcasts this year are going to be both in Spanish and in English, right?
Yeah. So
that's a big change. For that's going to appeal to the American soccer fan even more. They'll understand more what's going on, right?
Yeah, exactly. I think it's awesome for soccer in America in general. It's also MX, which is a very competitive league. And to have it in English, it's awesome, because obviously a lot of, fans want to watch the games in English just because they don't understand Spanish. It can make a difference, being able to hit in English and Spanish. So it's super cool to see that now.
How old are you?
I'm 22.
You're 22 years old. Have you filled out every page on your passport yet?
Actually, I do. I gotta get a new one, man.
All right, so let's just take us through your life. Well, first of all, by the way, if you have any questions for Rubio, please fire away. We're gonna go out to the main auditorium at 5:45, but this is our preliminary chit chat. But you've been everywhere. Take us through your life. You were born.
Yeah. Born
in
Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
Beaverton, to be exact, where most people know where Nike is.
Right.
Where their headquarters is. And grew up in Portland, Oregon. My parents are Mexican and from Guatemala. And just throughout my life, I just love football, and football has taken me to Florida. And then from Florida, I got the chance to live in the Netherlands, Holland. And from there, I got to go to Denmark for 6 months. And then for 5 months, I went to Norway. And now, football has brought me back, or soccer, which you guys call it, back to Tijuana or San Diego. So.
All right, I will call it football for purposes of the conversation. But again, I'm not going to pretend like I know everything about the Cholos. You signed back in January, is it?
March.
Yeah. All right. So how did they find you?
I think they knew about.
Did you find them?
No, it's mutual. They knew about me. They knew, a little bit of who I was as a player. They seen me before, as well as when I was coming back to making the decision between MLS and the MX. I decided to go to the MX, and Cholos was, a team that was very interested. And I had a teammate also who played for Cholos the past season, Mike Orozco. He's also based out of LA, Anaheim. And he also persuaded me to look into Cholos and stuff, and it's a great opportunity. I'm just happy to be here.
When you choose between the 2 leagues that you just mentioned, is that a financial decision, or is that a quality of soccer decision, or is it both?
I think it's both, as well as for me, it's a dream. Since I was little, I come from a Mexican background, so I grew up watching more Mexican players than I did American players, to be honest. And it's always been a dream for me to play in the MX, and when I got the chance to play in the MX, I decided to take it. So.
Understood. I'm kind of burying the lead here, because the reason why you're here is things start up Saturday, right?
Yeah, exactly. So our first game is against Chivas.
Why is that a big deal?
It's arguably the best team in Mexico of all time.
Okay.
Obviously you have America and Chivas. They're the 2 top best teams in Mexico, but I think Chivas has more history, and it's more of a Mexican team just because they only have Mexican players on that team. And it's exciting. Chivas was
they've been around for over a century, right?
Yeah, exactly. They've been out for a long time.
So I'm guessing that will bring out more than just your casual football fan.
Yeah.
I suspect Saturday night the Caliente will be.
Oh, it's gonna be a party. You're gonna look at people from there from 12 and after. I don't even know. I've never experienced this home opener, but I'm sure it's the biggest game. One of the biggest games of the season at home against one of the top teams in Mexico, so it's going to be cool.
I hope we're using the video of the B-roll. I mean, there are home field advantages and there are home field advantages. I think you guys have a pretty good home field advantage, right?
Yeah,
I
for
mean,
sure.
It's a fun crowd.
It'll be a fun crowd.
And a loud crowd.
Yeah, I think a loud crowd, as well as, I think there's going to be a lot of Chivas fans there too, just because, you have Chivas fans all over the U.S. and all over
They're like the Dallas
in Mexico.
Cowboys or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it just gets crazy.
All right, so I heard you talking, and I wanted to follow up on the conversation. The best way to enjoy a Cholos game if you're on this side of the border, walk us through the best ways to attend a game there.
In Tijuana?
Yeah.
I think you got to go a little bit early, maybe go to a bar, go for a couple beers, and then after that start to head to the stadium, see the guys, us warm up. The music is live, and then get more beer, obviously, and I think just get ready for the game.
Seems to be an emphasis on the beer.
On the beer, for sure. I mean, I just think, that's, we're sponsored by Bud Light, so I think people go there for the beer as well. So as much as for the football, it's a mix of both. So I think it's awesome.
All right, so but it's a family friendly.
Yeah, exactly. All the fans is crazy, and like people always cheering you on. It's an awesome experience. You got to go there to actually be able to live a soccer match.
All right, as you're aware, there seems to be a push afoot to no pun intended to get the MLS here in San Diego. Is there such thing as too much soccer in one region, or is there never too much soccer in one region?
Never too much soccer.
So like the MLS thing, that doesn't threaten you, it makes you excited.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the MLS is growing. It's a growing league, and it's going to continue to grow. We obviously have seen international players come to MLS this year more than ever, and so it's definitely growing. It's the football's there and everything like that. The league is also growing. There's a lot more teams and stuff like that. It's just schedule is much more different than the rest of the world and stuff like that. So it's just a different kind of league, but it's definitely growing.
So there's a saying: a rising tide floats all boats. So their presence in San Diego would just make soccer
even bigger. Yeah, I think anywhere. I think.
So it's not like you're competing for fans. You just want to see the sport grow.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's, for me, it's, I'm a generation that was able to go to Europe and experience that. And for a player, going to Europe is the best thing. You're going to where the best leagues are. And obviously, the MLS or Mexico, obviously has great players as well. But, everyone there wants to go to Europe because that's where the best players are, the best leagues. And, it's just, hopefully one day, the MLS, can be that and be that league where all the best players want to come to and stuff like that. And it's growing, and it's pretty amazing. And being able to be that first generation, to be able to make that push to try to get out, it's definitely, motivational and stuff like that.
I follow the TV ratings.
Yeah.
I think as the country's demographic changes, so the sport becomes more popular.
Yeah.
And let's face it, American football it's at a crossroads as far as, it's got its issues. So I think people are leaving American football for football.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the way you say it, but yeah, I mean, it's just I think American football will always be the American sport. To be honest, I don't ever see it ever changing.
A lot of people are leaving in droves, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like if you have a kid, you're going to want them to kick the ball instead of
wear
a helmet, right?
Yeah, true. That's true. But definitely has its pros and cons.
All right, before we let you go, we're going to, again, move out to the main auditorium in 15 minutes. I wanted to talk to you about 2026. It's obviously a big year for both countries.
Yeah.
For three countries. Okay. You've been a part of the USA national, you're a part of the USA national team. What has to happen? Was it just a fluke that we did not qualify for the World Cup, or is there something, wrong? Is there something that has to be corrected in our national program?
I mean, I can't speak on that, to be honest, and I would just say, I think we need to grow as a nation, and we need to make, if we really want to grow and you want to compete with the rest of the world, we gotta really.
Or let me ask you this: what the hell happened then?
We weren't prepared. But
so then that would suggest then this change in managers was a good thing.
Yeah, I think as well as just heart. At the end of the day, going to Trinidad, playing against Trinidad away, You got to play with a little bit more heart. Those guys, they didn't even qualify, but they wanted to eliminate us. You know what I mean? So we got to go in there with the same mentality, being like, look, we gotta win this. You know what I mean? So
Klinsmann was considered an elite coach. Didn't work out. Some people considered Arena elite coach. Didn't work out. Is the United States job a good job to have, or is the fact that we're still have an interim manager right now, does that suggest it's hard to find somebody who wants to coach the USA soccer team?
To be honest, I have no idea. I'm a player. You know what I mean? So I'm just here to play.
You're a good politician.
I'm here to play. That's it.
You're a good politician. You know what? I think that's very smart of you.
Yeah.
All right. So if you have any questions, where'd you go to high school?
Beaverton High School, and then I moved to St. Stephen's in Episcopal School in Florida, and then I actually dropped out of high school and finished online.
Because you were.
We decided to go pro. Yeah.
Here in the United States, there's a big deal between kids wanting to play for their high school team and playing club sports. If you're going to be an elite soccer player, you have to play at the club level, right?
Yeah, exactly. You got to either,
So you left school.
I left school. I dropped out.
That's how badly you wanted to.
I wanted to play. I still do. I love it. This is my job. This is what since I was like 5 years old, what I wanted to do. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you seem very happy.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Right. There's a bunch of kids watching right now.
Hey.
Advise them if they came to you and said, "What should I do?" You can't be. Do you want to advise kids that, hey, if you really want to play soccer badly, you have to drop out, or what's your advice to kids who hope to be the next you?
Yeah, I think the most important thing is just do what you want to do what you love, and fight for what you love. Because there's obviously a lot of kids out there that want to do what you love, and only a few get there. So it's just you got to dig deep inside and just ask yourself how bad you want it. And that worked for me, and I continue to grow and continue to fight every day for my job, because there's always guys coming behind me. So just continue to work hard and just reach for the skies and just continue with that dream.
Hang on, we have our first question from a viewer.
Cool.
Who is it?
Actually, it's from our friend right here.
Oh, Brandon Stone's contributing. What does Brandon want?
He would like to know: is it right for U.S. soccer to block their high-level kids from playing high school soccer?
Wait, what was that question again?
He's the national programs, right?
Yeah.
There's a big problem is the best high school soccer players are going to go play at the club level.
Yeah.
The club level won't let them play for their high school teams. They want their services exclusively.
Yeah.
And so what it's doing is killing high school soccer here in San Diego because all the best players.
Oh yeah, that's I think that's normal. You're going to want your best players to be playing at the best level possible to grow. So I think high school. I'm not trying to say high school isn't good, but there's a point where high school, and I think now it's not really important anymore. When I was coming through high school, that's the only thing I had. It was high school and club, but I don't think high school is that important now, especially if you want to play at the highest level.
You're breaking the heart of every high school coach out there.
No, I think they know as well. So,
Yeah, I'm sure they do. I think here's how my solution is: let the kids play on both levels. But you can't serve two masters. It sounds good.
Yeah, exactly. So it's difficult when you want to reach a certain level of football.
So basically, high school soccer has to live with the fact that the elite players in their sport are going to go elsewhere.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what. If that starts happening in sports like football, which it already is with the academies and whatnot, high school sports is going to become a second-tier league.
Yeah, exactly. So
live with it, right?
Yeah, you gotta live with it. Changes.
All right. Let's hope it doesn't happen in sports casting. Thank you for coming in. Are you tired?
No, I'm not tired.
You're a young kid.
Yeah.
Can I ask you one last question before we go out there?
Yeah.
You're 24.
22.
22.
That's Guido. He's 24.
Okay, so I got 22. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, 22 years old. You're going to play soccer for how many more years professionally, do you think? For as long as you can. What's your goal?
36.
All right, so you got 14 more years if I'm doing math right.
Yeah.
Then what do you want to do?
I'm actually considering going back to school this month. I talked to my counselor this month, and I want to start chipping away slowly. And actually, I want to, been looking into sports management degree, something around the sports, being able to manage a team or just managing, being able to manage just something with the club or something around soccer, hopefully. And, but yeah, I just think, soccer as a professional football, you have so much time to, throughout the day, we have a certain schedule and we have so much time, free time. So I think, it's important for me to be I want to chip away, not completely overwhelm myself, but maybe 1 or 2 classes here and there.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I have no doubt whatever you choose, you're going to be successful. You have people that just warm to you.
Yeah.
You have a very likable aura.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate
That's
it.
something like a.
This guy likes me.
No, it's not. I do. Now I'm going to find out that. All right. Well, can I ask one more question?
Yeah, it's cool.
You're all right?
Yeah, it's fine. No
All right,
worries.
I won't ask you. All right.
You can ask. No, it's fine.
What was it? Oh, it's a World Cup question.
Okay.
I noticed. I don't know soccer very well. Excuse me, football very well. But I watched a lot because I enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm.
It seemed like there was an inordinate number of goals scored off set pieces. Corner kicks, blah blah.
Yeah.
How much time in practice do you guys work on set pieces like that? And because there were so many goals scored off it, are practices changing at your level? Are you even working more on corner kicks and playing set pieces like that?
Yeah, I mean, set pieces have become a very important part of the game now. I mean, just the physical part, someone beating you in the air and like with strength and stuff, and like the new I wouldn't say the new wave, but the new like kind of trend is now the long throw-in. That's also like a corner. There's people that can throw the ball from.
That's an abnormally. You got to be strong.
Yeah, and like you have more players now being able to throw the ball long. So it's pretty much a corner kick as well if you really think about it. So set pieces are big. I mean, we train set pieces today for at least 30 minutes. We're playing a team that have 4 big players. And so we really train it, because games can be decided off set pieces.
The game has evolved, especially in the back line.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got to have 6 foot.
Yeah.
You have to have hops too.
Yeah, exactly, and just be able to be strong. If the guy's obviously like 5-6 inches taller, you got to be strong. You got to be able to put your body against him and outbody him, because obviously, it's like basketball. You can't have a point guard getting a rebound off a 7-foot guy because the guy can just get it. It's kind of like that.
It seems to me your sport is getting even more. It gets more physical every year.
Yeah, it's getting more physical. I mean, the science behind soccer and just the equipment we use every day and the prevention training we do every day, training the mobility and stuff like that. It's just little by little, it's becoming much more of a physical sport. And
everyone who thought, steering their kids to your football, thinking they'll avoid the violence or contact of American football, they're finding out that with the heading and everything, I mean, it's
hard.
It's an impossible game to officiate. I would not want to be one of your officials.
I mean, it's the refs have pressure as well.
Yeah.
Making the right calls and stuff. Players get to their face and everything like that.
All right, I've prattled on longer than I was supposed to. We're going to go to the main auditorium. Are you okay with everything?
Yeah,
all
cool.
those questions.
Thank you.
All right, we'll have this. We're going to add video to this next round of questions. Hope you tune in with us at 5:45. Quick programming note: Bernie Wilson's coming in at 6:45, and that'll take you through the day. We have Coco Vandaway on the horizon, I believe, on Monday. So I hope you continue watching the Down Low on Sports Row. My name is Rudy. His name is Rubin. We're going to the rail next. This conversation is over.